What's up, gamers? We're back with another Marvel Contest of Champions video, and today GraveEnder and I are going to talk about Alliance Wars placement. What's up, GraveEnder?
What's up, Mobile?
Now, you are really involved with this on your alliance, and you go crazy with it, right? You set up your entire alliance, right?
Well, I set up my group, and sometimes the other officers ask me to come in and take a look at theirs and see what's going on, but I don't necessarily like doing that because I actually make sure that I know what champions are going in my group. Like they have to get approval from me before they place.
Okay, so you're doing it seriously. Now, I just want to say the alliance I'm in doesn't take it that seriously. The rewards are not that great. We just kind of do it casually. We do pretty well. We win almost all the time, but we don't take it seriously. It's not... We don't get pissed off if we don't finish or anything like that. But there are some things to do that make a lot of sense. So we're going to talk about what heroes to not use, what heroes are almost always good, what types of nodes are like totally overpowered and awesome, what nodes go well with certain heroes, and then we're going to talk about bosses, right? All right. So we'll just talk about the obvious thing. Heroes not to use, and basically those are the heroes that don't work well against willpower. So what would those heroes be?
Just basically anybody that throws out a lot of detrimental effects. Superior Iron Man does. Iron Fist, I absolutely refuse to let anybody use an Iron Fist in Alliance Wars. That is
Ant-Man, the original Captain America. You know, those are... Black Panther.
Luke Cage.
Yeah, Luke Cage. So if you have a hero that throws out a detrimental effect, the person that's fighting against them will get willpower and they'll gain health back, and it makes it not only an ultra easy node, they get their health back. And that is not cool. I mean, I guess you could use one on a heal block node, but still.
That's the only place I'd put
I don't know. Yeah, so there's just some heroes that you don't want to use, and that's going to be like, let's just say 3 from right: Iron Fist, Ant-Man, Superior Iron Man, and World War II, not World War II, because that one's actually fine, but the original Captain America is just a huge no-no. Okay, now let's talk about heroes that are almost always good, and those are ones that have either Unstoppable or Evasion. So what would that be like?
Unstoppable Colossus, Juggernaut, Colossus, Yellow Jacket.
Spider-Mans, as long as they're duplicated, anything has evasion. These are all the heroes that are annoying to play against in like map 5 in Alliance Quest, right? Those are ones that you want to use. Electro.
Oh God.
It's like a no-brainer. It's awesome. Like right now I'm trying to get my Spider-Mans duplicated, get my Unstoppable Colossus, my Juggernaut, so on. Those are just really good. Black Widow has evasion. She's not the most optimal one, but she's amazing in Alliance Wars on
She's
defense.
a power hitter.
Yeah, and she does crazy amount of damage, you know, and she gets cruelty up and crit damage bonus. She can wipe someone out with a second special just like that, even if they're blocking. It's crazy. All right, so let's talk about some of the nodes that are just like crazy, like Thorns and Slash Tires. Why don't you explain what Thorns and Slash Tires and some of these nodes are?
Thorns basically is whenever you do damage, you take damage. So you're constantly, even if you have a perfect fight, you're going to get damage done to you just because of the fact that you're hitting them. Slash Tires, you can't swap back. You can't block. You can't avoid anything because you're going to take damage. So it's just, they're awful.
They're terrible. Yeah, they're the nodes that are like, oh my god, they're just like horrible, like Slash Tires and Thorns. It's like really evil to put like Electro on Thorns. You know, you're like, oh my god, you know, it's like you're taking 15% damage back and the shock from Electro. It's like yuck. And Electro is not somebody that you need to have duplicated. He's good even not duplicated. Where like we're talking about like Spider-Man and Juggernaut, those need to be duplicated. But Electro is good not duplicated. And I just want to say, putting your 40/40s or your best heroes is also makes a sense. I mean, I wouldn't use a 20/20 Spider-Man to duplicate it instead of a 40/40, but you know, you got to put your strong heroes. But those are the heroes that you want to use the catalysts and upgrade, or the ones that are good in Alliance Wars. Now, what about, like, I've been having some luck with certain heroes on certain nodes. Like one that I've been using a lot lately is there's a node that starts off with a bar, has an unblockable special one, and the hero has a disposition of using their first special. So there's like heroes like Storm and Yellow Jacket that work really well on those and Cyclops works really well there. Anything that has like a beam that goes across the screen, has some range. It can't be blocked unless they get lucky with a backdash dexterity mastery. They're going to get hit, and that sucks like on Storm because it gets stun and shock, and they're good to go. The other one that I've been seeing a lot that has been troublesome is Hulkbuster. Hulkbuster on certain nodes is just really tricky.
Oh yeah, you put him on an armor break, any of the armor breaks, and he's going to do infinitely more damage. There's a possibility that the detrimental could heal people, but if he lands combos, because it's like a 40% plus buff to armor breaks, so that's 40% more damage if he catches them. It's a chance that I'd be willing to take. And any of the heal block ones.
Now, what about bosses? You do something special on the bosses.
If we have Ultron is absolutely the best boss you can place, plain and simple, because there's like an enhanced heal on the boss, and he heals. He does his little connection thing, and he heals. And there's no way to stop it. He basically regens almost all the health that he lost because it's like 5,000 a tick or something. It's absolutely insane. And Cyclops, oh god,
yeah,
rank 5, 50/50 awakened Cyclops from Realm of Legends, because that's what we've got. One guy's got that, and that's who I use most of the time as a boss now. He's insane. It's insane because there's nothing you can do against him.
So let's just do a recap. Like, why don't you just name off your favorite 10 heroes to use in Alliance Wars?
Oh, Yellow Jacket, Black Widow, Spider-Man, lots of
two Spider-Mans, two Spider-Mans.
I like original Spider-Man a lot more than I do the black suit one, but.
Okay.
Electro. I'll take as many Electros as I can. If everybody has an Electro, there'll be 10 on the board.
Electro's awesome.
Colossus, Unstoppable Colossus, Juggernaut, Storm. Believe it or not, Rocket Raccoon does really well too.
Really? That's a new one.
Rocket does really well on the combo break. No combo break paths.
That's 10 right there.
Okay. I can go on.
So, I basically, and you got Ultron on bosses, but basically, heroes that have ranged first specials are useful on certain nodes. Any hero that has evasion or the unstoppable mechanic is crazy, in Yellow Jacket, those are all the really good heroes. So a lot of people ask about where to do it. Now, there are a bunch of sheets that you and I are testing. You're going to be testing it more than I am. And I'm sure we will post those on Facebook and or Twitter or Instagram if we think they're good. You just got it, right, the other day?
Yeah, I just got one day before yesterday, I think.
Yeah, and you showed it to me, and it looks pretty good, but I want to see if it works or not before I put it out there. I'm going to pass that along to all the guys in AHA, and hopefully it'll work out well. So there you got it. Now be sure to check out GraveEnder's channel. He has an awesome channel. The link is in the description, and you have a power index of over 200,000. Is that correct? Yeah. Go check out GraveEnder's channel. He is a beast. Really. More than one sense of the word. No, I'm just kidding. And as always, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.